Today I'm going to show you how to test and see how close you are to the press handstand. Now I use this assessment technique when I'm training people towards the press or if I'm teaching press in class. And then I'm going to show 2 or 3 ways we can then make you closer to that press using flexibility and or bent arm strength and or straight arm strength. So first of all, let's just do an initial assessment and see where you're at. Now there's 2 ways of real measuring this. You can get someone to help you. So all we're going to look for is where is the crease of the hip relative to the hand. Or you can video yourself and then look back at the video. So if you're going to get someone to measure you, all you need is 2 items. One they're just going to put on the base of your palm, so I'm going to place that down. And then the other item, they're just going to look at where your hip goes relative to that palm position. So it's this point there, where does that come relative to your heel of your palm? So you'll see mine is very close. Let's just take a snapshot of that and have a look at it. So that means my toes can float. So when you measure yours, if you can't float at the moment, you'll probably have something like this. So the crease of the hip will be here and the heel of the palm will be there. So first we can look at flexibility and compression. Now obviously we could just do a bunch of stretching now and we should be able to get closer to that point. So like forward fold position, straddle pancake work. So the better I can become at this stretch, the easier it is for me to get my hip on top of my hands, because I have this good compression or good flexibility. Now that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is to use strength. So I could use straight arm strength and just use like a planche position. Now we need to be careful with the planche position that it doesn't just take us in that direction. We want to go in that direction. So I'm going to place the palms down in the same position. I'm going to protract. I'm going to round and protract and lean and planche forwards as far as I can. Now the toes can lift. So you see I've moved the hip on top of the hands without using flexibility. I've just used straight arm strength. Another option is to use bent arm strength. So exactly the same thing, but instead of planching too far forwards, I'm going to bend the elbows, which takes the head and shoulders towards the floor, which can bring the hip on top of the hands. So we have flexibility, we have straight arm strength, and we have bent arm strength. So let me show you those 3 again. So I'm going to first do a press just using flexibility. Then I'm just going to use straight arm strength. And then I'm just going to use bent arm strength. Where a lot of you will be to use a combination of 3 of those things. So it will look something like this. So you could either just choose to work what you're already strong at. So if you've got great flexibility, you could just go with a very stacked position. Now the downside of this is that it's not very strong. So it has a very small room for error. And if you're slightly on a deficit, so if your feet are lower than your hands, you'll find it really hard to press. If you want to go into things like a stool to press or any of the other more strength skills, you're really going to struggle and there's going to be a big gap between those skills. If you're the opposite and naturally very good at the strength side, you'll probably be able to pull out a press all the time, no matter whether you're cold or warmed up. But the downside is that it uses way more energy, so you're going to be inefficient. Ideally we want to work towards all of those 3 different elements at the same time. So keep working on your flexibility, mobility, strength from both the straight arm and the bent arm work. So test this one, let me know down in the comments how you go with it, and let me know if you have any questions. Thumbs up and subscribe would be appreciated, and I'll speak to you next time. Thanks guys.